Hello, internet. So yeah, Tekken here. PS3 game collection video. So I'm taking all my games, putting them in the binders like this, so I can just get rid of the cases that are all over the place and taking up space, and just make my life easier. And I decided, I'll just make a video and then go through my collection before I throw them all out. And then yeah, then in the future I could just make those one videos, those game pickup videos. But whatever. So comments in the bottom or wherever comment section gets moved to in the future if you want some gameplay or some playthroughs, whatever. And then in the future, I might also do like a PSN video of like PSN games that are digital that I have, since this is just physical stuff. And lately, I've been getting a lot of PSN games. So let's start off. Yeah, I'll just reach for this stuff. Okay. Yeah, let me get these weird box ones out of the way. So Street Fighter 4, this is the collector's edition. I love Street Fighter 4. It brought me back to the fighting genre, and it was fun. And I enjoyed it very much, and I like it very much. However, I cannot say the same for Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This game I barely played. I was upset at the whole DLC thing, and like basically that was the last straw for Capcom, where it's like, you know what? This whole year I'm not gonna buy any Capcom games. F them, because they've just ah whatever. Moving on. Capcom, suck it. Yakuza 4. Yeah, I have like the first 4 Yakuza games. Have not played any of them. This one's in the shrink wrap still. So yeah. Hope they can still unlock this bonus content that it says it includes. And it's not logged out of my, my game. Uncharted 2, Game of the Year Edition, also in the shrink wrap. So, haven't played that. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying to do in these videos. If I've played it, I'll talk about it. If I haven't, I'll just move on, because if I don't, I'll just yap and yap and yap about it. This is the Resistance Dual Pack of Resistance 1 and 2. So yeah. My sister gave that to me because she won it, and she's like, "Oh, I know these games, or I don't want these." So I was like, "Okay, I'll take it." Warhawk, yeah, this game. I bought it to play with like people at the Gamers Advisory panel, but then by the time I'd got it and got my PS3, everybody had moved on. So, but luckily, it's one of those games where it's not, where it's like easy to go online and play if you can just like make your own server or whatever, or match, and then play from there. Rainbow Six Vegas 2. It's funny. Rainbow Six Vegas, I have the first one on 360, the second one on PS3, and this one doesn't have trophy support, so I might buy it again on 360 just to get the trophies for it. I mean, achievements, because the second one doesn't have trophy support, and that kind of irked me while playing through, since I got achievements on the first one. So we'll see. But yeah, I really enjoyed Rainbow Six, and like I like the Vegas games, but I don't like them more than the originals. So I like the originals more, like the get shot once and you die. These ones are more, they're too actiony. They're not as tactical as the originals, where you got to like to plan everything out and then be like Alpha go, Bravo go, and like Tango down. Like that was all cool. These ones are just like way like Call of Duty-fied. You can just like, it's like, sure, you still die easily, but it's you have regenerating health, and it's not whatever. You know what I'm saying? Grand Theft Auto 4. I love this game. I've played through it many times. I enjoyed it. Like, there's a lot of there's not a lot of hate, but there's some hate for this game. Like when it came out or whatever, I have no complaints. Like, I didn't care that, like, or not that I didn't care, but the driving did not feel off to me. So to me, that was just people that like don't know how to play games complaining about it because they have internet access, and they could be like, "Oh well, the driving is off and it's not as blah blah blah, whatever." It doesn't matter. Story I enjoyed, the whole you're immigrant in America, like living the American dream, and like the American dream doesn't really turn out to be that great. And it's like everybody's out to kill me, and like everybody here is terrible, and I enjoyed that satire of it. Um, the gunplay, the cover system, multiplayer, the co-op stuff in the multiplayer. Yes, I love co-op. Yeah, good game. I enjoyed it. Not just good game, great game. Oh, here's a game I did not enjoy though. Heavenly Sword. Oh, I played it. It was. I didn't even finish it. I mean, I think I got to stage 3, maybe 2, and I couldn't finish the boss. I don't know, but I was playing it and I was just too samey mechanics that you use like every fight. You just have like the strong, weak, and medium attacks or whatever, and like a throw button and some other stuff, and whatever. It's weird though, cause like people complain about QTEs, but I don't think anybody complained about the QTEs in this game. Whatever. Oh man, Mercenaries 2. Mercenaries 1, I love that game. Mercenaries 2, not so much. Like it's very okay, mediocre open world game. Like it just did not have anything going for it. The story's not that great. Mercenaries 2, what happened? Action, it's got action. But it's just like I guess the thing is like in like current open world games like if you look at Far Cry, Red Dead, games like that that are like really good, they have really good stuff to do like in between missions when you're not playing the missions, or just like stuff that'll happen while you're playing. Like you'll stumble upon like an outpost, or you'll stumble upon someone getting their horse stolen or something, and like have to save them. This one, not so much. Pretty barren as far as like stuff to do outside the mission that's like actually fun. And then like the missions themselves were just go here, do this, kill stuff, blow stuff up. And it didn't have like the airstrikes from the first game, where like first game you had a ton of airstrikes, just like call in this, do this. And this one, like there's like some currency system that like slowed the gameplay down towards like you don't have the resources all the time to just do all the cool stuff, and that was kind of a drag. Whereas this game did not suffer from that. Red Dead Redemption, my most favorite game of all time ever. Yeah, I think it's number one. I think Galaxy's 2. Yeah, this is number one. Because, open world. Okay, first of all, the open world in this game, so good. Like, I felt like I was in the Wild West. Like, any moment I could die. I always felt like I was in danger. And, like, it was the wilderness. I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, what was going to attack me. Like, a cougar, a fox, like, a bear. Crazy stuff. Not only the animals, but the people. Because there's bandits out. You could get hijacked. Well, you didn't get hijacked in those days. You would get held up at gunpoint and then have to blow dudes away and use your dead eye and just, man. And then John Marston as a character and his story, so good. And like the multiplayer, oh my gosh. The co-op, you can go up in a posse with your friends, ride around, save the towns, or be complete jerks and go up and kill people. And I love this game. So good. Just soundtrack as well, just makes you feel all old-timey western-y. Oh man, I cannot wait for like there to be another Red Dead game. Seriously, like I think I even like this more than I do like GTA now. I thought I'd never say that. I played this game and I was like, wow, yeah, it just kills GTA. Like does everything right that open world should. Like tons of stuff to do. Well, not literally tons of stuff, but stuff to do when you're not playing the story. Like you can go look for treasures, do side missions, go collect herbs, or I think it's like you collect flowers, but then you get like a skill that lets you get herbs, and you have like an inventory system. So it felt very RPG light, but you don't have any skills, so you don't have to worry about leveling up and all that stuff. Oh, and the outfits, because the coolest thing happens when you go to Mexico, and then you come back from Mexico, and then you unlock your poncho, so it's like, yeah, I'm a man with no name, I've been down in Mexico, and I came back, I helped these people in the revolution, all this stuff happened, it was crazy, and, oh, Red Dead Redemption, I love this game, just, so good, I love this game, just, most favorite game ever. I think I'm going to keep this one, I'm going to keep this case, like, the whole special edition, open out, John Marston on his horse. How sexy is that? Nothing less than the next step for the open world genre. I agree, IGN. I agree, even though I don't usually like your outlet and the things you say a lot of the times. I will agree with that. Oh, look at this. Another open world hybrid game. So we have Burnout Paradise. I gotta say, I enjoyed Burnout Paradise, but I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I did Burnout 3. It's just, it felt like, even though you had a lot of events, they all kind of felt like they're structured in a way that you're always going to the same destinations, even though you're going to them from different locations, if that makes any sense. In the online, I played it. I don't know. I never really caught on to the whole Brightout Online. I mean, I don't know. It's okay. It's not. I think that's the thing. It's like it's okay. It's good, but it's not like. I could probably. I don't know what could be done there to like make it better. Because you know, I mean, for racing online, how do you just make that better? Um. But yeah, I like the whole Burnout City thing and how you had to like go and do. I don't remember actually. It's been a long time since I played this game. I do enjoy like, yeah, or do remember liking it. So it's no Red Dead Redemption, but it's still pretty good. Oh, here's a pretty amazing game from 2012. One of the best games of the year that I played that year. Far Cry 3. Ah, so good. Like, yeah, I put up some playthrough videos of this on my channel, but see, okay, this is like the funny thing about this game is like gameplay wise, it's a 10. Story wise, it's like a 3 because the story not really there. Characters kind of crappy. Like there's not very many of them. Like the cast of characters, it's but not very many. Like supporting characters, it's like there's Vaz, his sister, who I can't even like think of her name right now because it's so forgettable. The doctor dude, and then Jason. Those are like the protagonists. Oh, there's also that other black guy that you meet at the beginning. I don't know his name. There's those 5 people, and there's the villains. There's some other dude that gets revealed later on. Some other dude. I think his name's Buck. Well, I guess he's not a villain when you first meet him. Spoiler alert. Oops. Well, I guess they're not really as much villains as they are. They just give you missions. So there's that dude. There's like Sam that you meet later on. The DLC guy, because I had DLC, so I got that for free in my copy. There's probably like 2 more, but I don't even know their names or remember them. It's like they just give you missions of like, go here, do this. So all like the missions are very standard fare open world of like, go here, do this, kill this person, whatever. But the secret sauce in Far Cry 3 is that that's not the best part of the game. The best part of the game is when you're in the open world jungle, just surviving, kind of like Red Dead, and it's basically like Red Dead on an island in first person with stealth, where you can sneak up on a dude, stab him, and just carry off his body. The other dudes in the outpost don't know you're there, and you just one by one, shank, just like stab them all, kill them all, stealthily. Nobody knows, and then you totally like liberate an outpost, and you get like a bonus of XP, which is really weird. That was the other thing in this game. Magical tattoos. No, just no. That aside, though, the whole at least there was like incentive to like go and do the side quests, like the dangerous hunts and the helping people out with their problems. Like all that stuff gave you XP, and then like getting the XP would get you like more skills, and then eventually after you'd like, oh man, I'm thinking about all this other stuff now. Like not only just doing the missions, but like when you would loot the bodies, or like when you killed an animal, you could skin the animal, which you can do in Red Dead. It's very, there's a lot of stuff that's like similar. Um, and like after you loot the bodies and like skin the animals to like get better inventory items, or just craft more items. The crafting system, which is very basic, but it's still there, which is pretty cool. And you can like later on, after you've done stuff, get like better versions of weapons, and then I don't know. I just love this game. So good. But yeah, Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3. I really enjoy that game. I really like open world games, what can I say? And then we have, boom! Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Didn't think this game would ever happen, and it finally did. And I've enjoyed it very much. It's weird though, because I didn't unlock everything in this one. Like, usually I will just play. This one came out, in a world where Mass Effect exists, so it's like it came out, I played it, and then I got to the end, and I saw some endings, and I was like, oh okay, that's nice. And I didn't really feel like playing through with like every character to see every ending, so I was like, yeah, I'll just do this some other time. So I just haven't done that. Played it online, it was fun. I don't know. I'm still not as awesome as I think I am. So. But I'm glad that game is out because I really love Tekken Tag, so having another one, really fun. Killzone 2, I'm kind of down on shooters this gen, so it's like, yeah, it's a shooter. There's no, how guess nice there. Shooting at each other. Well, I guess there's that whole first person cover system. They have like leaning, or it's not really leaning. It's really weird. Like you can like peek slowly. It's pretty cool. That's like the one cool thing about Killzone was the first person cover thing. Everything else is just basically okay. It's like a pretty shooter. So well, there's like a whole mech section that's pretty cool. And there's like a part where something happens which infects the environment. So there's all these like particles like in the environment just like coming down, very ash-like. That was really cool. Okay, this is the game. This is the game of. This is the game. This is the game taken. Yes, this is the game that basically forced my hand to buying a PS3 because it was coming out. I went to play it, and I didn't have a PS3, and I was like, well, that's a problem. So I got Metal Gear Solid 4 Against the Patriots limited edition, of course. So yeah, and like the PS3 at the time, I did not have one, so I ended up getting a 60 gig off of eBay for like I want to say it was 500, but it's probably 600. It was still too much. It was basically like the US. It was crazy because like I bought it for like the price of what it was at launch. After launch, like it was so lame. I was like, man, that's kind of lame. But I guess I didn't buy it above cost. I bought it at cost, so it's still better than freaking paying more than anybody that like bought it that couldn't find one at launch. But it's still like I still got like bent over by well, I guess it was just like some person on eBay who's like $599 US dollars. But then if you think about it, who really got their end of that deal? Because I got it at cost and they didn't make any money, so therefore I won. Anyway, Metal Gear Solid 4, amazing tactical espionage action game, magnum opus by Mr. Kojima and his studio, Kojima Productions. So good. I love Octo Camo. Just that to me, it's basically I said in PS2 videos, MGS3 kills it. Best Metal Gear Solid game of the trilogy, up to 4. Because 4 basically takes everything that's been done in Metal Gear Solid, does it perfectly and seamlessly. Because of the Octo Camo, you're not stuck going into menus trying to change your camo index to like get it down so dudes can't see you, and you have the Octo Camo with blends in with everything, so you can just be all crawling along and like freeze and be like "Roop," and then my box would totally like try to match this box art and I'd be blended in, and then the soldiers and dudes and bad guys would just like walk by you and be like, haha, I'm so super stealthy. It made me feel so like super stealthy out of the game. And just like also there's parts where like you can team up with like the rebels or the resistance. Well, actually that's the same side. The guerrilla rebel resistance groups, or the PMC factions, and like side with one of them, or you can just like sneak on through and like not side with anybody, which is always fun. Um, of course I always sided with the guerrillas and the rebels and not the PMCs. And then the bosses, well, it's a Metal Gear Solid game, so it's basically structured the same, where it's like you have this overarching, crazy, insane story, you have the crazy bosses, crazy character. Oh man! And this one like wrapped it all up. It like had all the revelations of what happened to this person, or who is this person really, or what's going on here, and what's up with the Patriots? Because we totally talked about that for like the last 20 to 30 minutes of Metal Gear Solid 2, only to find out that 3 was a prequel, and we're not going to come back to these answers until the 4th game. And yeah, we got the answers. So good. Metal Gear Solid 4. Enjoyed it. I love this game. This is really weird. I've been like gushing about every game that I picked up, almost every game that I picked up, even though I kind of do say sometimes like bad things about the current console generation. Well, I guess it does kind of suck that there was like a multiplayer mode for this game, no longer online. I could not like sneak around in a cardboard box and like choke some dude out or shank him or shoot him. So, and they added DLC, but it was so weird because it was PSN wasn't. Yeah, that was the time when like PSN was terrible and wasn't as good as it is now. So yeah. Okay, I'm coming up on 20 minutes, and I don't want any of these to be more than 20 minutes. So that's part 1, and I'll be back with part 2 of my PS3 game collection after this.